Hello everyone. Today I come back. Yes, and I still doing my exercise homework. And the subject is still about control the mind. Yes, under panic. So let's begin. Yes.
So the first thing I learned when I went to the monastery was to learn how the mind works.
So the first thing I learned when I went to the monastery was to learn how the mind works.
Because once you know how the mind works, you can control it, and once you can control it,
Because once you know how the mind works, you can control it, and once you can control it,
you can focus.
you can focus. You can focus and concentrate something you don't understand.
Concentrate something you don't understand. When people say to me,
Life is too busy, I can't simplify. No, it's just you don't want. You have choice. Nobody is holding a gun to your head saying you have to associate with the people, or you have to do these things. No, you choose to do them. People say this to me all the time. You know, I hang around with entrepreneurs and other people like you, and I have met.
you and I have met, they've come up with Snapchat.
To come up with Snapchat, you need to be on Snapchat. I'm like, I don't need to be on Snapchat. I don't care what comes up tomorrow. I'm not going to do it. Because I can't certainly.
That's going to take
That's going to take a little bit more of my energy today.
And I only have
this much energy. And I need to divide it between other people and things. The law of thermodynamics destroys energy. And you can create or destroy energy, but you can transfer it from one thing to another, or transform it from one thing to another. So I can create more energy. I only have this much, because at 11 o'clock tonight, I'll be exhausted and ready to sleep.
So I got this much.
So I got this much 100%. I need to know where I'm dividing. I always tell entrepreneurs to look at energy the same way they look at money.
It's a finite resource.
It's a finite resource that needs to be well estimated. So it's a finite resource that needs to be widely managed and widely allocated and wisely invested. The average person sleeps for 7 to 8 hours, to say roughly. So we awake for about 16 hours of the day. Let's say on average we practice 13 hours a day.
Practicing it 13 hours a day, 7 days a week.
7 days a week depression. And then you wonder why you are so good at it. That's the law of practice. The law of practice is that we become good. And whatever it is we practice, whether it's positive or negative, it doesn't matter. If you practice something over and over and over again, you become really good at it. And that's why people are so good at nutrition, because it's what they practice. And then people say things like technology upgrades distractors, right? Smartphones, or has a thing so distracting my smartphone, the internet. Are they distractors? I'd like to say no first, and then yes.
But
mostly no. Technology in itself is not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. It's actually
beautiful. It's actually a beautiful thing. As long as we enjoy it. But if every time the phone beeps or makes a sound, you turn to it and You go, yes, Master. How can I show you today?
Master, how can I serve you today? Then you live
Then leaving that world of distraction.
in that world of distraction.
It's training you to be distracted. But if you actually use technology,
you to be distracted. But if you actually use technology,
then technology is not a bad thing.
So
how do we become good at concentrating?
Good at concentrating.
We start by understanding the mind.
Right?
All of us have mind. It's more powerful tool is the world for smartphone. It's but machine that right is on Mars. So the first thing I learned when I went to the monastery was to learn how the mind works. Because once you know how the mind works, you can control it, and when you can control it, you can focus it. You can't focus or concentrate something you don't understand. So how does the mind work from the mind's perspective, from the mind's experience of the mind? The two things that you need to understand, one is awareness and one is mind. So I'll take a few moments to explain this to you and share what they are. So imagine awareness is a glowing part of light, like an orb that can float around. Okay, so that's awareness. Now imagine your mind as a vast space, a vast area with many different settings within it. One area of the mind is anger, jealousy, food, sex, happiness, joy, sun, art. And this glowing part of awareness can control within the mind, and it can go to any area of the mind it wants to go to. And when it goes to a particular area of the mind, it lights up that area. When it lights up that area of the mind, you become conscious of it. And this is what happens all day. We allow people that is around us to check our warning from one area. Yes, from one area of the mind to another all day long. From the time we wake up, and therefore we become distracted. To be concentrated is to be able to keep your awareness on one thing for an intended period of time. How do we practice this? We practice it by doing one thing at a time. Throughout today, what's the best way to develop concentration? The best way to develop concentration is to bring that practice into our everyday life. Look at opportunity throughout for you every day. Ask yourself, what's a great opportunity to practice concentration? How many of you have exposed a partner that you live with? Quite a few of you. Every time you speak with your spouse or your partner, keep that part of light, that awareness on that person. It breathes away, bring it back. It breathes away, bring it back. The more you practice it, the more you become better at concentration. Give her or him your undivided attention. So if you speak to your spouse for okay.
Your undivided attention.
So if you speak to your spouse for 2 hours a day, what's a great opportunity to practice concentration? Every time you speak with your child, practice concentration. Parents come up to me all the time and say, Tandavani, how can I teach my children to concentrate? concentrate. Concentrate.
Dandapani, how can I teach my children to concentrate? Very easy.
Very easy.
Concentrate first.
You learn to concentrate.
There's an old saying.
There's there's an old saying that goes, monkeys see, monkey do.
Goes, monkey sees, monkey do.
You know?
And if you can't
concentrate, you can't expect your child to concentrate. And if you don't teach your children how to concentrate, how can they possibly learn how to concentrate? They can't. The benefits of concentration are endless. Right? When you're able to concentrate, you are able to focus all your energy into a single given point. Life is a manifestation of where your energy flowing. And if you can't concentrate your energy, the things that you want to manifest in your life becomes very, very challenging. So learn to concentrate by doing one thing at a time. Intrinsic practice into every day, everything that you do throughout the day. Make it a part of your life. Practice, practice, and practice. Keep bringing awareness back, and keep it focused on one thing at a time. Yes, and it's all much with. Thank you. Time for your listening. Bye bye. See you next time.